hear you well. Okay, the meeting is recorded right now. So you may start the presentation.
Hi, I'm Dayeon, and I'm junior student of Department of Material Science and Engineering. Today, I'll introduce about my department to you. The order of my presentation is as follows. Material science and engineering is the study of material structures and chemicals that are related to their properties. The understanding of how material structure and chemical makeup at a micro, nano, and atomic scale is related to their properties such as electrical, optical, mechanical, magnetic, and thermal behaviors. Utilizing such relationship, new compounds, space, micro, and nanostructure, and device with lower properties, high performance, and tuned functionalities are made. Our goal is to apply these new materials to various applications such as semiconductor, display, energy materials, sensors, structural materials, and biomaterials. MSc also developed economical and efficient synthesis and production methods for manufacturing. The main characteristic of material science and engineering is the study both of science and engineering. Material science analyzes the structure and properties of materials and study various physical and chemical principles related to them. Engineering is production of materials with desired properties, controlling the structure based on material science. It is often said that science is studies of obtaining knowledge with money, and engineering is the study of obtaining money with knowledge. Like this, science is foundation of technology to be developed, but it's relatively impractical. However, engineering has the influence to change society right away, but in the way it feels like it's chasing economic visibility. Many departments have either science or engineering in their names. However, our department includes both material science and engineering, so you can feel satisfaction you can get from doing both of them. Material science and engineering is important in various fields. Now I'll introduce curriculum of our department. First, MS 211, Introduction of Material Science and Engineering, is basic elective course of MSc. This course open in both spring and fall semester and offer broad understanding of fundamental knowledge of MSc. So I recommend this course to freshmen who wonder what we learned in MSc. And there are three major required courses that open in spring semester. MS 212, Thermodynamics of Material, is about essential features of zeroth, first, second, third laws of thermodynamics and their application to materials. And MS 311, Phase Transformation and Microstructure Evolution, cover concepts and model about the formation and evolution of microstructure in materials. Lastly, MS 321 Advanced Materials Lab 1 is course that we learned introductory experiments about the phase diagram and material characteristics. In fall semester, there are three major required courses too. In MS 213, this course deals with chemical bonds, atomic packing as a consequence of bond type, crystal structure, by atomic packing, lattice, and symmetry in crystals. M310, Quantum Chemistry for Material Scientists, helped us to understand quantum chemistry that is necessary for material scientists. And lastly, MS322, Advanced Material Lab 2, covers the contents that follow from Lab 1 courses. And there are many elective courses in MSc. You can select courses according your interest. As for material type related courses, you can learn about specific materials such as nanomaterials, polymer, ceramic, biomaterials, nanobiomaterials, and display materials. If you are interested with mechanical engineering, you can take courses such as mechanical behaviors of materials, mechanics of materials, and structure and properties of engineering alloys. If you're interested with electrical materials such as semiconductor, you can take courses such as electrical and magnetic properties of materials, or electrochemistry for MSc, circuits and electronics for material engineering. And as for device and processing related courses, you can learn material design and manufacturing process and materials characterization and semiconductor device and processing based on thermodynamics. Department provide guidelines for each student still curious which course they should take during each semester and which course that will follow up after completing certain basic courses. Now I'll explain the fields of application and career path of the MSc. Representative field of MSc are semiconductor, nanomaterials, display, energy, biomaterials, and battery. When we develop technology and create something, we need to change the materials used for it into materials that we can apply. Therefore, developing new materials is the foundation of all industry. It is no exaggeration to say that who makes innovative materials first will determine the future leader of the industry. Therefore, you who major in MSc will play a necessary and useful role in every technology and field. MSc makes synergy with any other fields. First, MSc makes synergy with electrical engineering. Electrical engineering tends to approach materials from microscopy perspective. However, MSc tends to take microscopic approach to materials to find reason for each material's characteristics from the atomic, bond, and crystalline levels, and to pay attention to what structure a new material should have for desired characteristics. So if you study MSc, you can strengthen your academic and conceptual knowledge to support them simply before you learn engineering and technical knowledge. This is relative courses of MSc with EE. If you take courses in both MSc and EE, you can learn knowledge from both micro and macro aspect towards electrical materials. In material research, AI is used to design new materials based on big data, including material characteristics. This method reduces the development time and cost of new materials, making it easier and faster to find suitable materials. Recently, the Ministry of Science and ICT also announced that it will build a database material research innovation hub to collect and utilize AI's learnable material research data. If you go to KAIST MSc department with this trend, you can become a leader in new material research method along with AI technology based on your in-depth knowledge of materials. The course of natural science such as physics and chemistry are also helpful for study of MSc. As I said before, MSc include both engineering and science. So MSc students learn not only engineering in application, but also in terms of principles such as molecular bonding, structure, and thermodynamic behavior of materials. If you solidify the scientific theories of materials through quantum mechanics, solid physics, thermodynamic courses in physics department, and through course of inorganic chemistry and solid chemistry in chemistry department. If you apply scientific theories to MSc, it will be more interesting. In addition, MSc has strong synergy with the mechanical engineering department of the automobile part and steel industry. With the advent of new generation cars and electric cars, new material technology is at the center of automobile development. As cars have a various function beyond simple means of transportation, cutting-edge material with all corresponding stiffness, weight, and waterproofness are required. As such, MSc student is becoming a very necessary person in the field of machinery department. And it shows tremendous synergy with CBE in field of polymer or chemical cell and energy materials. And also we make synergy with industrial and system engineering in designing efficient production service. Now Sarawut will be explaining more about MSc.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Dayeon. Hello, guys. My name is Sarawut. You can call me Boom for short. I am a third-year undergrad student studying in material science and chemistry. So let's proceed to the fourth section, internship and labs opportunities. Okay, next. So at KAIS, we develop strong interaction with certain companies. So during the semester break, the companies will open a recruitment for undergrad students who wish to experience working situations in the company in various fields such as research and development or production lines. Firstly, the SK Hynix. So Hynix is the world's second largest memory chips maker, which is the world's third largest semiconductor company. So the company has a manufacturing site in both Korea, United States, China, and in Taiwan. During the break, SK Hynix will provide KAIS students, especially MSc students, a special offer for the SK Hynix summer winter internship for students who have or develop an interest in electrical related materials. Next is the company university cooperation, or we call it CUOP, C-U-O-P. Among the top research university in Korea, such as KAIS or Posttech, COP program provides a student an opportunity to work on the research field with the contact company. So students have a chance to apply the company that contains same research interests and receive certain benefits after completing the program. Third, we have Samsung Electronics and Samsung Display. Samsung is a company that is the major manufacturer of electronics components such as lithium-ion batteries, semiconductors, image sensors, camera modules, and display. As same as SK Hynix, the intern recruiting will be open every semester for students who are interested in display material and electronic material. Next. So at KAIS, every professors provide lab opportunities to undergrad students aside from Advanced Material Lab 1 and 2 courses. The research topic can be distinguished into 4 main groups called as HEAD, H-E-A-D. So H stand for healthcare, E stand for energy and environment, A stand for artificial intelligence, and N stand for national defense. So let's look one by one. For healthcare, we have the research various fields such as optical detector, biomarker material devices, optical therapy equipment. For energy and environment field, we have next generation secondary battery, we have solar energy hydrogen power, or we have particulate matters. Those fields also very popular nowadays. For the A, we have artificial intelligence. We have a big database material designs. We also have next generation semiconductors, display materials, process devices, and also wearable portable material devices. For national defense, we are looking more through all of the concept. We are looking through metal materials, how to develop them. We are looking for early warning sensors. We are making metamaterial-based devices and also multifunctional composite materials. So if you want to know more information about each of the labs, you can directly find in the web page of KAIS MSc web page. And at the start of the second year semester, after entering the department, a student can directly apply to his or her interested lab by directly contact to the professor. During the study, everyone will experience lab environments, knowing lab research focused topic, or even get to know more about professor him or herself. Okay, next. For the career part, we can see that from the picture that most of the undergrad students in the department either enrolled for graduate school to continue on their research field, or entered various industry or company. Since the opening of department at KAIST, the department has produced more than 4,000 alumni. As said from our department head, Professor Park Sang-hee, since founding, KAIST has been dedicated to fostering outstanding talent in science and engineering, and also develop science and technology that can contribute to create a better country and world. So by ranking, MSc have been ranking the top 13, which this provide another piece of evidence that the KAIST Department of Material Science and Engineering is the forefront global material research and education that produce young and talent generation of students out to the world. Next. So in the next section, let's proceed to the frequently asked questions. So in this section, we collect certain questions that we will ask more frequent about our department. However, if you have any other question extend from our list, feel free to write into the link that Kisa has sent it to you, and we will try to answer every question as much as possible during the Q&A session. Next. All right, let's start with the first question. So how is the environment inside material science and department? So we answered this by using the quote, "We're like family, like MSc." Due to the ratio between professors and students is really low, so mostly one professor we can handle 4 students. So there exists a really strong relationship between us and the professors. Based on my experience, sometimes we met professors that we are taking the course once, or once taken the course, both offline and online in the department building. And we were invited to grab some coffee together and discuss about our learning life, such as everything is okay, or do we face certain difficulties during the learning, or which field are we interested, so they can guide us correctly. Also, we are international, so it's easier for professors to remember our name and faces. My professor in the lab always said to me that except working time, when she's and other professors try to help us with certain things, please don't take or don't consider them as an academic professor, but consider them as a second mother and father. So with this fact or statements, I believe that the department exhibits a really helpful environment toward MSc students. All right, next. So for the second question, is it hard to study MSc? I must say that each of the department always has a certain difficulties among the courses, but the thing that can be guaranteed for our MSc is that our department provide an appropriate workload along with a perfect lecture. So the meaning of the perfect lecture is that our department offer almost 100% English-based lectures and almost no limited seats for required courses. So you don't need to face any problem related to unable to graduate due to missing opportunities in taking required courses. And also our professor considered assignments as for students to practice the knowledge that us receive in the class, not for proposed to killing us. So I once took professor named Chang Jae-bom in the class, and he always said that we don't need to worry about the assignments, because as he also wants an undergrad students like us, so he understands how tiresome clearing assignments are. In MSE, every professor in the department also have the same kind of thought. All right, next. So coming up with the third question, aren't MSE and CBE similar? CBE here is chemical and biological engineering, if I speak it correctly. So to be honest, we do have certain extent of similarity. Like we both focus on chemistry and nano-based related aspect. In CBE, the object of learning is for students to be able to develop a process for mass production of material and mostly obtain those knowledge via certain concepts relating with organic chemistry, biology, and mathematics. Meanwhile, our MSc objective is to develop a next generation materials by studying the properties and characteristics of materials directly. Most of the concepts are related to inorganic chemistry and physics, but still the concept of material science itself is really unique and is also considered as a knowledge relating to natural science field. So MSc contains 4 main aspects. So the first one is material processing, which we can do as simple such as device fabrication. We have material properties, we have material structures, and also we focus on the material performance. But the core to obtain that information is relied on the characterization of the material itself. So for example, we use electron microscope to examine the external structure of the nanoparticle, we use electron or X-ray diffraction technique to determine the arrangement of structure inside the materials. Next. So to be honest, why we choose MSc? So firstly, we have family-like environment. We do have lots of interactions with professors, so you don't need to worry about learning alone. We also have a lot of seniors to help you guys when you face every difficulty. We do have a really good synergies with other departments as well, including other natural science department and other engineering departments. And most of all, there are endless applications for material science in the present, and we sure that in the future as well. All right, next. So last part but not least part, let's just present what department events we have when you enter or enroll to MSc. All right, next. First, we have early and mid-semester party. So mostly we'll gather with professor and go out for a meal, mostly barbecue and contain certain alcohol. But no worries, because they are all free of charge, and you guys can take this opportunity to get close with other MSc students and also get close with our department professors. All right, next. And we do have a really good member MT, or we call it membership training. A membership training is like we MSc undergrad student go and stay out at a certain penthouse in Korea for a night and enjoy various activities like playing games, swimming, hiking, drinking, to be honest. And it's a great chance for you to know all about other students in the department. All right, next. So the upcoming event here is the MSc Freshman Mentoring Programs. We call it Lawe Group. So if you have curious matter about certain courses or ongoing research about within each of the labs, we provide this socialized event by provide you to meet up with seniors and go out for some exciting activities together, such as eating, drinking, board gaming. Each meetup will have some money provided, and you can get a chance to earn big prize at the end of the program. So yeah, in the picture is me. All right, next. We have MSc freshman meeting. So the meeting mostly contains that students and professors will be divided into groups and perform certain activities like games together. And any matters about MSc department related can be also discussed during this meetup. All right, next. So for every spring semester in KAIST, we all have a strawberry party just for MSc people. So we are gathering up the field next to the department building. We enjoy a nice spring weathers while eating delicious strawberries and kimbap. And also we have some certain activities and games which you can have a chance to win a prize from professors. All right, next. In every year we have a Teachers' Day event, which we will express our gratitude to our lovely professors by writing them messages and show how we love them. All right. And for students who are still confused about their job in the future, MSc department provide a career path meeting, which you guys get a chance to ask and communicate with the professors about career and future concerns. The topic can range from anything about employment, graduate school, professional studies, until studying abroad. So sometimes we have alumni who join us in the meeting and will give us certain advice about their performing careers. All right, next. So next event is for girls. So in our department, we also have MSc Girls to Girls meeting, which you can talk freely about any matter, actually any matter with our female professors. They are really kind, to be honest. Also, there is a special study room provided for girls in our department too. All right, next. So because most of the students, you know that the most best food that gives us energy during this tired semester would be meat, right? So lucky to everyone, MSc department will provide a night barbecue, which you can freely join the barbecue by yourself. All right. But if you're still worried that your friend will forget about your birthday, so actually say no more, because Material Science and Engineering Building Department will definitely remember your birthday, and the department will provide a birthday person a free cake and a lunch, or even better, we provide a free food coupon up to 2,500 or 25,000 won. so around $25. And as a sharing package for our hardgoing studies and research that we have done to the department. All right. So next up, we also have, for each of the year, we also have outside campus learning trip, which you have a chance to go out for an excursion and study in certain research group or company that is related to material science field. All right, next. So here is the undergrad study room, which every material science and engineering undergrads are feel free to use any facilities inside the room. We have computers, printers, microwave, or even refrigerators. Anything and any time. Just don't forget to bring your ID card to enter the room. So actually, to be honest, we are still in the material science engineering room. You can see that we are using this room since morning until right now. So everything that I speak is true. Hope so. All right, next. We do have our own unique jumpers and long padding for MSc students. So if you entered MSc, be sure to get one when you join our department. All right. So next, during this event, MSc will also provide an event that sell food such as cheese corn egg bread during the festival. So you will get a chance to eat or be the one who sell those cheese corn, to be honest. But throughout these activities, despite certain activities can't be done due to Corona pandemic, I believe that in the near future, we will be able to meet up at KAIST and enjoy those fascinating events together. Of course, before you guys graduate. All right, next. So if you are still curious about material science and engineering department, so not just only we have a website webpage, the MSE KAIST MSE webpage, we also have Facebook page and YouTube channels. So don't forget to go first like, subscribe, and alarm for more various information, lab introductions, seminars, extra online learning materials, which are free. So okay, next. So before we end, we want to show you guys some little cute and funny moment in our department. Certain professor will give us homework based on the result of his favorite football team or basketball team. Sometimes we don't get any homework at all, to be honest, because his team win. And certain professor will also provide sunny side, or he's also a cute side for students to relieve down some stress by providing media sources as material during the lecture. So if you guys want to experience these kind of learning or this kind of experience, MSc is your answers. So until now, I hope you guys enjoy our presentation, and thank you for the listening. If you guys have any question and answer, we will be sure to answer all of the questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much for Dayeon and Sarawut for your brilliant.
We
I don't know.
We are rich department, yes.
Yeah, we are rich department. So there are around 6 questions that you guys got. So the first one is about the syllabus. Are there any prerequisite for MS 310?
MS 310.
Yeah, is there any prerequisite?
MS 310. Let me find the 310.
Yeah, that's kind of at the very beginning of the presentation, I think.
All right. 310.
Introduction
so if you
to,
see,
yeah.
310, it's introduction to quantum chemistry, right?
Yeah.
So if you see from the picture, you can see that it's not that prerequisite, but if you learn the introduction of electrical and magnetic properties of material, MS 216 before, it would help you a bit in learning the quantum chemistry course. But to be honest, I haven't learned the MS 216 yet, and I already finished the quantum chemistry course, and it's normal. So you can go on and learn MS 310. Professor is really nice. He loves Twice concert so much. So he's the one. I think he's the best professor, and he's the smartest, one of the smartest professor in KAIST. So go on.
Thank you. So the second question is, if I want to take a course from the department just to know what the department is like, which course or courses should I go? Probably aside from introduction to MSE, because like I took introduction to MSE and it's like still like really broad. So probably aside from like that course.
I see. So most of the second year courses will mostly focus on really different aspects. You can see that we have like crystallography and materials, we have thermodynamics. I think it's also the same as all the department that most of the second year courses mostly focus on a really deep aspect, right? So if you want to get, so if you want to really get to know MSc department, I think by learning certain second year courses such as thermodynamics and materials, or you can go on. I'm recommending, okay? I'm not sure that it's a perfect way to know, but you can go on and learn certain course in the fourth year grade course, because most of the fourth year courses like MS 431 or stuff mostly focus on the applications of the material itself. So if you want to know that, oh, you really like MSc or not, maybe try to learn from the applications. And if you really like those applications, you will know that you yourself like MSc or not. Yeah. Is it correct? Okay.
2 questions done. Third question. I don't know if you know about this. This is because this is quite hard. Which minor is popular among like MSE students?
Actually, we have some certain guesses.
Uh-huh.
I like Dayeon, you're minoring in biology, right?
But
Sorry for them.
Yeah, she's minoring in biology.
I'm minor in biology, but I know many students are minor in CBE because, as we said before, it has many similar courses, and so we can graduate easily. So many students are minor in CBE or electrical engineering because they want to study about conductor more.
All right. So sorry about the echo because we see too close.
It's okay. It's okay.
In my case, I think we have minoring in CBE is a good idea. Like I said, we have some interaction, right? If you want to focus more on the process or nano-based or maybe polymer, you can go for CBE. Or if you want to, you want to apply certain language, like computer language to the material, because we also have a professor lab that focus on computational materials also. So if you want to go into that field, that's okay. But I think the most popular one is with CBE, right? Because we have a really close, we have a really close courses that we can took. And actually in chemistry itself, like we are like, twins. If you put the courses and you check each of the course, we seem that chemistry and material science is like twins. We have like a perfect pairs that goes well together for each of the courses for both two departments. So this kind of department have a really good synergies.
Okay. Thank you for the answer. Moving on to the fourth questions. For the fourth question, is it possible to get employment at a semiconductor-based company, let's say like Intel, NVIDIA, AMD, etc., after graduating from MSE department at KAIST? That's tough. These companies are so big. Come on.
Because we haven't also graduated. So, but to be honest, right now I'm also applying for the one that I presented, SK Hynix, which is also one of the semiconductor. So, if I'm able to get or enroll in that company, I sure that for Dell, in your cases, you will get enrolled as well, because we also semiconductor company, right? And if you see the lecture or the courses in material science, you can see that most of the courses have everything related to semiconductor, at least. Like we start from processing, basic theories, until how we fabricate those semiconductors or how we tune those functions in the semiconductor. So in learning material science, you get to know basic minor details of semiconductors, and we hope you to achieve your dream in their company. Right.
Yeah. I think probably for the person who asked this question, you probably can start applying to SK Hynix for your internship, and then after graduation, you probably can apply to NVIDIA, right?
I hope
But
you would do that.
so anyhow, yeah. Okay, so the next question is about the events in MSE department.
Alright.
Are the mentoring programs open for international students as well?
Oh, I'm entering now. If you go to see the slide,
Mhm.
the picture, the
I
meeting,
think I
that's me.
saw you.
Yeah, because at first I was because to be honest, when our we have a student council in material science, which represented by Dayeon herself. So actually, when most of the time when she announced anything, she would translate into English. So there's mostly no most Korean English barriers, and yeah, you can join those mentoring programs. To be honest, we have really fun time there. We even go to karaoke and sing some certain songs. So yeah, feel free to join.
That's really great. Though, like, not all departments are like that. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I hope we should have some like difference with other departments.
Yeah. And then, well, okay. In your department, usually the students receive the birthday gift, right? This is just like
Oh.
a fun, just not so serious question, but can the students ask the department for an A plus in the department as the birthday gift? No, I don't think.
I hope we can do that too. I hope we can do that too. But to be honest, I'm not sure, but I mean like since I learned lots of courses in material science because I almost graduate now, so I must took most of the courses, and I think like most of the professors in our department don't give really hard grades, the meaning of my hard grade is like even though you have like okay midterm, you have finals, you reach imagine like you pass the mean scores, but you still get B or B plus. We don't have those kind of things. So to be honest, if you pass those scores, at least you get like A minus or A0. So I'm not sure that they will give you an A plus as your birthday gift, but I'm sure that certain professors, most of the professors don't really harsh on their grades when they're giving grades in each of the courses. So no worries.
Yeah, I've like honestly I've heard about that as well in MSE. Like the professors are like really nice. Like a lot of
Yeah,
professors.
yeah. We are not biased or anything, but
Yeah.
we guarantee that.
Yeah, as
I
long
want to
as
show
you
the transcript.
as long as you guys like I think as long as the students like study pretty hard, like they'll get at least like A
Yeah.
minus. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
Also, I have something to add. So you see that there are some of the required course in our MSc department, right? So to be honest, most of the person who taught those required course, they believe that student cannot choose cannot choose to not enter that course, right? Because it's required course. So most of the courses, they try to give their grades easy or maybe take like exams a bit easier because they don't want students to feel burdened about the class itself, because you're not supposed to, sometimes it's not your class that you want to took, but you need to took. So they just, okay, then let's go to the easy way. We want to make everyone happy. You guys get good grades, I also happy, kind of like that. It's not from my own mouth, but it's from the professor himself. So I can guarantee that fact.
Okay, so moving on to the last question, I think.
All right.
Which year of undergrad do you think they should start applying for labs, for research, or for individual study? I don't know. Like speaking from your experience.
Yeah, our experience. Dayeon, you want to start from?
I did a individual research,
Individual study.
individual study in Professor Nam's lab last vacation. And he studies about biosensor and biomaterials. So I learned about biosensor that detect diseases by using not enzyme-free detection. And so I will do URP program this vacation, and I think about a coronavirus detection biosensor with Professor No. Maybe.
That's so cool. That's so
So-
cool.
So in Dayeon case, so we can see that she entered, I think like second year, right? 그 2학년. Yeah. So during second year, she will still start entering the labs. In my experience, I entering during my second year too, because to be honest, I cannot go back to my home country because Corona. So I need to find something to do. So like I said during the presentation, you can start enrolling any labs by just, send an email to the professors. And it depends that they will receive or not, but most of the time they always find international students for their labs. And in my case, I have enrolled for 3 individual studies, and I'm doing one URP right now. And to be honest, like Dayeon said, she's focusing on the COVID-19 sensors, right? Because I'm doing the COVID-19 sensors, to be honest. But to answer the question, if you're interested in certain part of the lab, and you want to join as one of the labs, contact professor directly as soon as you enter MSc. And some professor may have like, have you ever took certain course before? But for most of the time, if you took at least one of his courses, he or she will certainly accept you to do individual study in the lab. So go on.
Okay. Thank
Did I
you so
answer the
much.
question?
I think that was the last question. Let me check it again. I don't know. Probably they asked one more question, but like let me check again a bit.
So I hope you also read certain comments in the chatting box, and I hope that if you guys have any questions, okay, feel free to ask those questions. And we hope, because most of the time our department we have not much international, because I don't know why, to be honest.
I think it's because of the trend. Everyone is going to CS.
CS, yes. I want to mention apartment, but so, and also I think one thing I have been discussed with my friends, because most of the countries we don't learn material science as one of the courses during our high school or middle school. So we don't have any ideas what is material science actually. So when those people come to KAIS, they just, oh, okay, I will go to computer science, I will go to maybe like mechanical engineering, those kind of stuff, but they don't know what actually material science is. So by listening to our presentation, I hope that you guys know and to a certain extent that what material science is, and hope material science will be one of your choice when you choose the department.
Oh, I think that was a closing statement from the presenters. So like, okay, I think that concludes everything. I would like to thank the both of you, Dayeon and Sarawut. Thank you for your really informative like presentation about your department. And I hope you got like the attendees, the freshmen, you can get a lot of information from this session. And again, as Sarawut said, if you guys have any concern about MSc department, feel free to contact him. And I guess that's it. Thank you so much for joining us for tonight's session. I hope you guys have a great weekend ahead.
Bye.
Wait, hold up.
Oh.
Wait. I think we have 2 additional questions, because like last time I checked.
All right.
Okay.
We're still here.
Okay.
No worries.
Okay, let me see again. Oh yeah, it's 9 questions right now. Okay. Do you guys know anyone doing individually design major, MSE, CS plus something else? Or is there a lot of CS in MSE?
There is one more my friends. I think she is Indonesia. Indonesia. She's doing double major in MSE and CS.
Yeah.
So I think you know I think you know her. Yeah. But
Krisan.
if you guys want to know more about how MSE and CS can synergize, I think we can give you guys her content and you can ask her directly because I think she knows well like why the reason she choose MSE and CS.
Yeah. Or like if like whoever the person who asked that question can also like ask me, because I personally like know Krisan. So I can
Yeah,
like
Christian.
give like her contact to like to you. And then the last question, is there a lot of computation or CS in MSE? A pretty much contradictive like question from the previous one, but is there a lot of like coding and programming in MSE?
To be honest, not that much at all. But sometimes we need to, in our course, professor will try to engage certain coding, such as using MATLAB, if you consider that as a coding, to into the courses, but not a whole main topic of the course. Maybe he will just introduce MATLAB and maybe he will teach you how to use it for just one assignment.
The basic stuff.
Yeah, basic stuff. To be honest, basic stuff. So aside from that, there is no need if you are not good at computer science or computing or stuff, because I'm the one who not good at it and I'm the one who running away from CS since CS 101, to be honest. So if I can survive, I'm sure that you can survive because I'm also running away from coding as well. So I think that answered the questions.
Okay, I'm like refreshing. I hope, I don't know, I think that was the last question. Yeah, okay. It's still 9 questions, so that was the last question. Again, thank you very much for the presenters and also for everyone who are joining the session tonight. Have a good weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.
Have a good weekend, guys. See you at Thais. Bye.